Hey y'all. So I found my list and I was going to read to you a couple of the things that I found absolutely fantastic about this phone. Of course, the screen, I don't have to talk about that. Everybody knows the bigger screen just makes it a contender for any phablet or big screen phone out there. The camera, it comes up like immediately. Okay, really fast. And the pictures are really nice. The volume is so loud. I had some trial videos that were just not playing well because the recording quality was really poor. I couldn't even listen to the trial because I couldn't hear it, even with the volume turned all the way up on some of my other phones. But on this phone, the volume is so good that I was able to listen to that whole trial. So that was pretty great. Battery life, fantastic. As good as any phone I've ever used. What I really love is, whenever I would set the wallpaper on any of my other phones, I had to do like a zillion tries for the lock screen because I never knew where the time was going to show up. And it's just the little things like that that I just find so amazing, because when you go to set up your wallpaper, everything is so simple. Like, you go to settings and you would do wallpaper. Okay, then you pick your wallpaper. Let's say we say choose a new one. You go to your camera roll and we'll pick this, and then you can just move around so that you can see where everything would be, and it's so easy to do. I love that. That was one of my favorite things. Okay, and the updates, you never have to wait on an update. And when you get the updates, they're always great. Some of the updates I haven't been a real fan of Android since, I guess Jelly Bean. Kit Kat, I just had a lot of, the thing that I would say that is so really great about iPhone, if I had to say the one thing, it's how nothing is hidden. Like when you use Android, if you don't know that a long press on something, or they're also, all their shortcut keys are not very descript. For instance, when you're about to send a message, okay, and you want to, at least me, when I would want to go to the next line, I would always like hit the erase button or something. It's so simple, but return and boom, you're there. And then here's the shortcuts that I was telling you about. So under keyboard in the settings, I added a shortcut so that when I'm on a message and I type, because I don't always want my signature to pop up, but sometimes I do. So when I'm done with my message, if I just use the shortcut key that I created, which is 3 ones, it gives me this choice. And that's my sent from Carol's iPhone 6 Plus. Yes, I said iPhone. Shut up. So just things like that make it such a pleasure to use. And it's so hard to believe that there's just 1 gigabyte of RAM running all of this, because the smoothness is just not to be believed. Again, no loading stutters. The design is really beautiful. It's just beautiful. I love the way it looks. Okay. And what else? I love that there's no on-screen buttons, because everything in Lollipop is going that direction, and I cannot stand on-screen buttons. With Android, I was always opening things I didn't want open, always having to hit that back, always. It was frustrating experience. Here, I really was hoping the Note 5 would have a Type-C charger, because I just love the idea of being able to put in my charger any which way I want. And of course, you can do that with the Apple Lightning cable. I love that. And forget about the cases that are available. It's just amazing, the choice that you have. And the best thing, of course, is no Google, because I am so sick and tired of Google, and I have been for about a year. I just hate them. I hate their business model. I just hate everything about them. I like Gmail, but even that, I get so confused when I send a Gmail if I'm trying to find one and I forgot to change the subject. You cannot even locate them, or maybe it's just me, but I always have to make sure I change the subject for every single one. And even changing the subject, you have to dig and dig for that option. So half the time I forget. Okay, where'd my phone go? All you're doing is looking at a picture of me. Let's see what else. No bloatware, which really shocked me. Of course, no branding, but no bloatware. There's not a T-Mobile app anywhere on here to be had. And that pretty much shocked me, but I guess Apple requires that. And you can make folders, which shocked me because I didn't think you could make folders. I didn't think you could have different screens. There were so many things I didn't realize. And of course, this mute button is so awesome because I don't know about you, but how many times I think I muted Android, and then all of a sudden some Amber Alert or a video will start playing or the phone will ring, even though I mean, it was just like, and again, could be me, but those are just a handful of the things that I've noticed. And I just want to say that if you've been thinking about an iPhone, now is definitely the time to make that move. That's it, y'all. Thanks. Bye. Hey, y'all. I was wanting to give you some more information about that T-Mobile Jump on Demand program for the iPhone 6 and the 6S, because I don't think that they're very clear, and it just sounds like a typical program of T-Mobile's, but really it's so much more. And I'm going to tell you why. Gotta go that way. Okay, so here's how it works. If you have really good credit, and unfortunately that's the only way this program is really worth it, because if you don't, they want a lot more money down. But if you have really good credit, you can walk in there and get an iPhone 6 or a 6 Plus and pay $19 on your first bill. You pay nothing down, you just walk out with the phone. Then it's $19 a month for the next 18 months. That comes to a total of $342. When you're done at your 18 months, you could just turn in the phone. Or if you want, you can purchase it, but I don't think that's the best deal. And the purchase price would be, I think they said $189, making your total cost about $580 or something. But if you have the phone and the 6S comes out and you're like, I want that, where in the world can you walk in and just turn your phone in and get the brand newest, latest phone for no money down? I mean, it's crazy. And then your lease just extends out that extra month because you've already had this a month. Whereas let's say you've had this 6 months and then you decide you want that 6S, then you would extend out another 18 months. But because I only have this short of a month and the new one will be out, I'm going to just walk in and get it. And all it will cost me is $19, and at the end of my lease I will pay $360 to have the iPhone S for 18 months. I mean, that's just an unbelievable deal, and I don't think that they're stressing that enough. Now, the really good news is that if you're midway through your lease and you don't like the iPhone anymore, or you want the the Note 6 if it comes out or something, you can just turn this in and pay the price of the Note, which right now the Note 5 at T-Mobile is coming with a year of Netflix. I guess that's like a $10 or $12 a month value. But if you already have Netflix, 2 years of Netflix, I think. I'm not sure. But you could take that off the price of your bill, really, because I know I pay about $14 a month for Netflix. I didn't get that promo, though. I stuck with the iPhone because I have to tell you, I've never, ever dreamed that it could be such a rewarding experience like it is. I mean, I avoided the iPhone like the plague. Every time anybody even said anything about it, I mean, I didn't insult it or anything. I wasn't like ridiculous, but I just was like, no. I'm not getting a MacBook Air and an iMac and an iPad and all the things that I thought you had to have if you were going to have an iPhone. I just didn't think that you could just... No, mind you, it's my daily driver, so I just use it for messaging, checking the internet, Gmail, and phone calls and stuff. And I still have my fantastic Tab S right here for doing everything else, because this is a phone also. It's... a second... And I love that you got the brightness and the phone volume right there. Because, yeah, it's a phone too. And I know I say that every single time. It's so weird. My icons are gone. So what I do is I just leave that, and then when I need my icons, I go there. I'm not sure what's that about, but just another Android glitch, I guess. But anyway, so like I was saying, the combination of the two is just amazing. And the new Tab S didn't thrill me because, of course, they took some things away, as Samsung is notorious for. And so I'm more than happy that I wound up getting this, because it's been going on a year. And like I was saying in that other video, you know, I keep this plugged into the wall all day long. It's been at least a year that I have done that. And everybody always said, oh, that'll kill your battery, but it's never harmed it. I mean, the few times that I take it off the plug, my battery lasts forever. And by the way, battery life on this, I'd heard it wasn't so good. I mean, it's amazing. I haven't charged it since yesterday morning, and it's like still 60% or something, and I use it all the time because I just love turning it on and playing with the infinity glass, which is so nice. I mean, you do not need a Galaxy Edge. You just need a phone that has a curved glass edge like this, without all the hype and the distortion and all the stupid things that you have to deal with if you get an Edge. And I gotta tell you, the combination of these two phones, and I know I've said that before, but man, oh man, I mean, I am there. I really am. But I really just wanted to make this video to show y'all, tell y'all about that T-Mobile Jump on Demand program, because it's worlds better than the regular Jump program. It's free, and it is definitely something that if you have good credit, you're going to want to at least take a second look at. And the lock-in price, make sure if you do go into a T-Mobile, you tell them you want the 6S Plus today, but you want the 6S Plus in the future, that they're aware of that promotion. I knew about it from all the research I did, but the girl at the store didn't know. She's like, I'm not sure about locking in that price. I was like, call them then. And she did, and sure enough, they explained to her that it's locked in as long as you purchase the iPhone 6 or 6 Plus by September 30th. You can lock in the program if you get an iPhone 6S by the end of the year. So basically, you would get this phone in the next, say, 30 days, and then make sure you upgrade by December 31st. And the new iPhones will be out sometime in September or October, so you'll have plenty of time to do so. So it's definitely an offer to take a second and maybe a third look at. If you've even been thinking of the iPhone, if you've ever looked at the latest offering and said, you need to check it out. And I'm here to tell you, I was never, ever, ever more surprised by any phone than the iPhone 6 Plus. So that's it for now, y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.